Hello, fans, and welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. I'm White Ockpole. Glad to be here joining you for today's ODAC, well, not ODAC, I should say, but ODAC team featuring matchup between the Averett University Cougars and the visiting Hiram College Terriers, who come in for the non-conference matchup here against the home Cougars. The Cougars last time out were here at home against Methodist University. Dropped that one and moved to 0-5 here so far on the season, dropping that one 18-6. But coming out of the game, not far down in that game at all. So the Cougars look to rebound here and look to actually get their first win on the season here against the Terriers. While the Terriers come in also 0-3, having to drop their last match 12-9, only dropping that game by 3 goals, with the Cougars being a little further out against Methodist, but not by much. The Cougars have much improved from last year, I would say. Looking at the roster here for the Cougars, also has very much expanded. If we look at the roster for the Cougars, it's expanded in the fact that they've added a bunch of brand new transfers, as well as a decent amount of veterans. A couple to note: number 14, Luis Martinez, and Matthew Clark, who are the two, really, I would say, team captains here for the Cougars as they come in to this one, having come off a loss in the last one, as Martinez looks to rally his team against Hiram coming into this one, trying to rebound and get a win here today. Someone will come out of today with a win with their first win of the season after today. So we'll see what happens here with the Cougars being able to get some decent shots on net these days, with an improved rate with the amount of saves that their goaltender Robbie Eisenhower has been able to make, and to be able to keep them in games in the first half. The thing for the Cougars is that we have yet to see is that will they be able to stay in the game come the second half? Their defense has to pick up in the second half and be able to cut down on the amount of goals allowed in the second half. So, but looking at the visiting Hiram College Terriers, like I said, they come in 0-3. Last time out, losing 12-9 to Heidelberg University, having only allowed 12 goals. So their defense has also picked up so far this season. With game time set for about 24 minutes from now, we're going to take a break here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be back in just a little bit for the opening face-off of this 6th game of the season here for the Cougars, and the 4th for Hiram College. We'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a bit. Hello, fans, and welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. We're about to get going with this one here about 2 o'clock. We're gonna start here with the starting lineups and the national anthem here in just a moment. But we'll be back with you here in just a few minutes with the starting lineups. If you don't hear them over the PA system, to kick this one off between the Averett University Cougars here at home in Danville, Virginia, against the visiting Terriers of Hiram College. We'll be right back in just a little bit here on the Averett Sports Network.
Number 11, Connor Randall. Number 12, Remy Smith. Number 14, Brent Skipper. Number 15, Isaac Ray. Number 16, Nathan Levine. Number 24, Mickey Morgan. And number 32, Ethan Baton. Hiram is coached by Jason Griffith. And now, introducing your starting lineup for the Averett University Cougars. A junior from Burlington, North Carolina, number 0, Cameron Shurup. A junior from Santa Rosa, California, number 4, Giovanni Navigo. A sophomore from Glen Larry, Maryland, number 5, Devin Perry. A senior from Falford, Virginia, number 11, Emmett Wood. A junior from Richmond, Virginia, number 12, Connor Boyd. A senior from Greenville, South Carolina, number 18, Casey Peterson. A freshman from Manassas, Virginia, number 19, Gavin Dean. A freshman from McLean, Virginia, number 4, number 24, Gabe Gallegos. Eagle, a sophomore from Clayton, North Carolina, number 36, Robbie Eisenhower. And a sophomore from Carthage, North Carolina, number 55, Corey Haddock. And his third season, the head coach of the Cougars is Brian Haddock. He's assisted by Anthony Munoz and Jed Page. Athletic trainer for the Cougars is Ashley Roberts. Fans, at this time we ask you please rise and honor America with playing the national anthem.
And here we go. We're about to get underway here from Frank R. Campbell Stadium and Daly Field here for this non-conference matchup between the Averett University Cougars here at home against the visiting Terriers of Hiram College. Hiram College, like I said earlier, comes in 0-3. Having not won their first game of the season so far. Same thing with the Cougars, still searching for their first win of the season. Looking at the starting lineups here for both teams, we're going to start with the visiting Terriers of Hiram College. It'll be number 6, Aiden Griffin. Number 7, Kellen Wetz. Number 8, Will Mingia. Number 11, Connor Randall. Number 12, Remy DeSmith. Number 14, Brent Skipper. Number 15, Isaac Gray. Number 16, Nathan Levine. Number 16, Nathan Levine. Number 24, Mickey Morgan. And number 32, Ethan Betong. Looking at your starters for your home Averett University Cougars, be number 0, Cameron Shattuck, who starts often for the Cougars. Number 4, Giovanni D'Amico. Number 5, Devin Perry. Number 11, Emmett Wood. Number 12, Connor Boyd. Number 18, Casey Peterson. Number 19, Gavin Dean. Number 24, Gabe Gallegos. Number 36, Robin Eisenhower, who will be in goal. And number 55, Corey Havoc. As the Cougars look to get going here at home and look to get into the win column for the first time here this season. One of the major standouts for the Cougars from both last year and coming into this year has been number 11, Emmett Wood, who has at least scored 3 or 4 goals in each of the Cougars' first 5 games of the season. So we have the face-off here from Cameron Shattuck, as there'll be number 12 for the Cougars, Connor Boyd, to start it off here for the Cougars. As Gallego circles around the net to Wood, who will find Dean circling around the back far side of the wing. As the Cougars look to search here for their first goal of the game, as they'll start their offense. And the first shot here from, looks like Zachary Holbert, who comes in for Shattuck. As that first shot goes way out and way above the goal and wide of the goal. So that one goes out of play. As it looks like it'll be Emmett Wood here to bring it out of bounds. As it looks like we'll have a pause in play here as the staff here at Averett look to get the shot clock and the game clock correct. Looks like it'll be 14:14 left on the game clock here in the first period, as well as 50 seconds left to go here on the shot clock, as it'll be Emmett Wood here to start it out of bounds. As it looks like it'll also be Zach Coleman here to come in here for the Cougars. As Coleman circles around to Wood, behind the net, finds Dean on the far side wing. Dean searching for his first shot of the day. He also scored a goal last time out against Methodist University. Finds Holbert up top of the key. Finds Coleman. Coleman searching. Gets it over to Dean. Dean over to Holbert. Sorry, over to Boyd. Boyd with the shot in the net goes wide. As that was an excellent look for Boyd, but just could not find the far side of the net. As Hiram has been playing great defense here against the Cougars so far and have been able to spread the Cougars out here on offense and have not been able to give the Cougars a good look here on the net so far. As Hiram here will get their first possession of the day, it'll be number 32. It'll be Batong here to start it out here for the Terriers. As Miles will come in here for Hiram. As Hiram will look for their first shot of the day. The first shot on the goal on Eisenhower goes way long and goes wide to the his left side of the net. As that first shot is off. As Hiram will look to start it back out here. As Randall will look for some offense here to get his first shot of the day. The Terriers here started out the season 0-3, so they're looking for their first win in the season. As they'll turn it over off the bad pass, and they'll be picked up by number 4, Giovanni D'Amico. As he'll get over to Eisenhower, back over to D'Amico, as he'll find Boyd way down the field. As that one is tossed around. As Boyd is hit from both sides and hit from behind. As the whistle will blow here, as it looks like it'll be out of bounds off of the Cougars. As the Cougars look to get something going here. As there was a turnover by Mickey Morgan here at the 12:23 mark. As that shot on Eisenhower is no good, as he picks that one up and gets his first save of the day. As he'll go way downfield to number 55, Corey Havoc. Havoc running with it. Gets over to Gallegos. Gallegos scores the first goal of the game for the Cougars. Gabe Gallegos gets in and gets one-on-one with the Hiram goaltender and is able to get the first shot on the net for the Cougars as the Cougars take their first lead of the day here at the 11:37 mark of the first period as the Cougars get on the board first. An excellent play here on offense gives the Cougars the lead for the first time today, as that was an excellent goal scored by Gallegos. As now Hiram will pick it up here and control their offense, as it'll be number 12 here for Terriers. It'll be Remy DeSmith. As the Terriers find a little bit of a gap within the Cougar defense. As they'll circle around. As that clear attempt had failed. As the Terriers move in, and that shot is wide off the net of Eisenhower, off the stick of Cook. As the Cougars look to pick it up, and they'll run back here as the turnover by the Terrier offense. Gallegos will pick it back up again. Gallegos, though, will be met by his defender. That's number 36. So it's number 26. That's Neil Pretorius. As the Cougars will look to move it around and get their first second shot off here, or their second goal here of the game. As the Cougars have had a fast start here, though, a turnover there off the stick of a Cougar. But Hiram has turned it over here again, so it'll be Wood to pick it up here again for the Cougars. Wood gets it over off the top of the key to Coleman. Over to Boyd. Back to Gallegos around the net. Near side over to Boyd. Back to Dean. Dean finds Holbert running. Finds Boyd on the near side. Behind the net is Gallegos. Finds Dean with Zach Coleman on the top of the key. Boyd looking to find some space to run in and to find a shot as he's hit from behind. As he'll turn the ball over, as Hiram will run with it. As it'll be number 3, that's Michael Miles. As the shot is no good off of Eisenhower. As he's hit from behind, it'll be a turnover off the Terriers as the Cougars will turn it over. The Cougars with stellar defense and stellar offense here to start out this game so far. They've had a couple of turnovers, but no damage to the Cougars on the defensive side of the ball so far. Yeah, that was a turnover off of the hands of Michael Miles. As that clear attempt was good. So the Cougars will take back over here on offense. And it'll be Shattuck here to start the offense here for the Cougars as Zach Coleman will run in here on offense. Coleman looking to get into the crease. But he'll come back out as he'll get over to Dean. Dean is met by 2 defenders as he's double teamed. So he'll come back out with it. As he'll find Shattuck on the far side wing. Holbert back to Shattuck. Shattuck looking for some space, but he'll take a shot, and that shot will be saved. As Hiram now will run with it. That save was made by number 6. That's Jared Carollo Miller. As Hiram loses it, and the Cougars will run. As D'Amico, with a long stick midfielder, will find it as the Cougars have been able to score again. As Gallegos finds the goal off of D'Amico, as D'Amico found some space to run on the near side and gives Gallegos some space to give the Cougars their 2-0 lead here so far today. As this has been a pleasant surprise here from the Cougars. The opposite effect has happened here for Averett versus their last game here against Methodist. As the Cougars have been able to come out with a hot start here and have been able to take a 2-0 lead here early on. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the first period. As a couple of substitutions will be made, as the shot will be taken by number 19, but Eisenhower with another excellent save. A hit from behind. Wow. A hit from behind by Gavin Dean ends up with a player down on the field. That's number 19 for the Terriers. That's Tyler Wolk. As the Terriers will retain the possession off of the foul by the Cougars. As the Terriers throw it out of bounds off the stick of number 9. That's Jack Cook. Not quite able to find his man on the inside. So the Cougars will take back over here on offense as it'll be number 88 for the Cougars. That's Harrison Bartle. As they'll turn it over. So a little back and forth play here as the Terriers will take back over on offense. As a hit by a stick off the hands of number 13. That's Joey Cox. As it looks like there will be a timeout called here on the field. As the Cougars will get possession arrow here. As Boyd hit from behind by Nathan Conway. As Boyd trying to find some space inside. He'll get it over to Holbert. We'll find Coleman running with it back to Holbert. Holbert off the screen as Holbert takes a shot and gets in the back of the net. Zachary Holbert finds some space and puts one in the back of the net himself as the Cougars again are continuing their hot start and have been able to take a 3-0 lead here on Daly Field here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium as Hiram College now wants a timeout. We're going to take a quick break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll come back here after the quick timeout here called by Hiram. And hello again here on the Averett Sports Network. If you're just joining us again, hi, I'm Wyatt Ocapole. I'm glad to be here with you. As that timeout was called by Hiram College. As a little bit of physical play here as to who is going to pick it up. And it'll be a Hiram College possession. It'll be a Terrier possession. And it'll be the Terriers will look to take a shot. And that one goes wide. As it'll be off the stick of the Cougars. That shot was taken by Kellen Wetz. As the Terriers will look to set up their offense here and try to get something going. They are down here, an early deficit here, 3-0 here to the home Cougars. As good defense is being played here by the Cougars as Eisenhower makes a terrific save to keep that one out of the back of the net. And it'll be off the hands of the Terriers. With 5.5 minutes left to play here in the first period. As Perry will take over. As Perry will run with it, and he'll get a pass over on the ground. As that one is picked up by Perry. As he'll throw it way downfield. As it'll be Dean here to take it over on possession. Dean throws a long ground ball pass to Coleman, who looked to set it up here for the Cougars. As he'll get over to Holbert. Holbert will run with it. Pass inside as he'll go way out of bounds, way over the head of Coleman, but will be picked up by Gallegos. Back to Holbert inside, and another shot is scored. That time it's number 21, Tyler Habak, able to put one in the back of the net. As Habak finds some space and is able to get one in on the Hiram goaltender. That's number 6 for Hiram. That's Aiden Griffin. Sorry, it's number 9, Jack Cook, able to. Sorry, I'm gonna correct myself again. It's Aiden Griffin who allowed that goal. As a little bit of physical play here as the ref will blow his whistle. And it'll be off the hands of Hiram, so it'll be a Hiram College possession. Cook will look to get it inside and run with it. Cook well defended. As he'll take a shot on Eisenhower, but it'll go off the near side post. As that one was heard from all the way up here, right in front of Eisenhower. As Eisenhower, believe it or not, has not allowed a single goal today. As that is a first in a while for him. As the Cougars look to get something going here again. As the ball is yet to be picked up as Gallegos looking with it, scooped up, thrown again from behind. As Emmett Wood will finally pick it up here for the Cougars and control it here on offense. As there was a little bit of uncertainty here as the Cougars and the Terriers were trying to find it and trying to pick it up here in the stick. As Coleman takes a shot, and Coleman puts it in the back of the net. As Coleman had all the momentum. Coleman, with a bunch of momentum and a full head of steam, is able to put one in the back of the net for the Cougars. As the Cougars take a 5-0 lead here early on in the first period. As this is the first of the season here for the Cougars. And a bunch of improvement as the Cougars have scored 5 straight goals here just in the first period with 3 minutes left to go here in the first. As Hiram will take over here on offense and will look to get something going as the Cougars have played excellent defense so far here to start this game. It'll be number 11 here for Hiram. It'll be Connor Randall here starting out here for the Terriers. As he'll find his teammate inside. A shot on goal, saved by Eisenhower. An excellent save in the stick of Eisenhower, although it's thrown away by D'Amico. So Hiram will take back over as D'Amico's pass over to the head of Eisenhower goes way out of bounds. As D'Amico with a little bit of reckless play there gives the Terriers the possession right back. As the ball will be thrown way out of bounds. As the referee says, Hiram possession, so they'll retain possession, as the Terriers say, will retain possession here. As it looks like it'll be number 9, that's Cook. Cook will run in on net, trying to find a ball in on the crease. As a pass will go in behind the net, as the ball is thrown away. As it's picked up. And looks like the Cougars will run with it. As it's number 18 for the Cougars, defenseman Casey Peterson. As the Cougars will pick up another ground ball off the hands of the Terriers, and another turnover for the Terriers, as it'll be Dean here to run with it. Find Gallegos behind the net. Wood searching for it. Get it back over to Gallegos. We'll find Dean. Dean will get it over to Boyd on the top of the key. As he'll throw it away, though it'll be luckily picked up by Dean. As the Cougars will stay out of trouble there. Dean trying to find some space, trying to find a pass in on the net. As Coleman will run inside, take a shot, but it'll be off the hands of number 14. That's Brant Skipper. Zach Coleman was blocked there by Skipper. And the ground ball was picked up by Skipper. As the referee asked for a reset of the shot clock. As the last 7 seconds here in the period, as this period has gone by rather fast. 7 seconds left to go here in the first period. A long pass. 3 seconds left to play. As the horn blows here as we come to the end of the first period. The Cougars with a hot start here as they have a 5-0 lead here coming into the start of the second period. We're going to take a break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be right back out of the timeout and before the start of the second period. And here we go. Start of the second period, and it'll be a face-off for number 77 for the Cougars, as that's Tyler Green here for his first minutes of this game. As Green is shoved down from behind by the Terriers. Oh, boy. As someone is looking to pick it up. Tossed in the air. as it'll be picked up by number 55 for the Cougars. That's Corey Havoc. Havoc finds Dean on the near side. Boyd wants to run with it. And is setting up the offense here for the Cougars. It'll be Coleman to move it on the far side wing. Behind the net is Wood. Wood finds Holbert. Holbert on the far side of Coleman. He'll switch with Coleman on the screen. Back to Dean. He'll find Wood. Wood looking to get in on the crease. As that one was... As Dean thought he had it in his net, but it's picked up by the Terriers. As that is number 21, that's Conway to run with it. But he's shoved down by number 9 for the Cougars. As that's Matthew Clark, and he's shoved down from behind. As that was an excellent defensive play by Matthew Clark to knock it out of the net of number 8. That's Braden Smokovitz. Sorry, that's Will Mangia. As we'll continue play here for number 8, Will Mangia. Mangia moves around number 7. That's Kellen Wetz. As the Terriers will start out their offense here. As the Terriers will look to get something going here. As they have been shut out so far here with 13:36 left to go here in the second period. As the first shot of the second half is of the second period is saved by Eisenhower, but Eisenhower's pass over to number 20, Angel Roman, Pasquale Roman, as that goal is scored by number 24. So as the Terriers will get on the board here finally, it's Mickey Morgan to get the Terriers on the board for the first time today. As a turnover from Robbie Eisenhower's pass ends up getting in the hands of Morgan. So the Cougars have allowed their first goal of the day. And it'll now be 5-1 with 12:49 left to go here in the second period, as the faceoff will be won by number 12, Remy DeSmith. As DeSmith won that faceoff against Shattuck. As it'll be number 7, Kellen Wetz here to start it out, as he'll try to find some space within the Cougar defense. Wetz will find number 3. That's Miles. Miles over to Cook. Cook with unable to find any space within the Cougar defense, as the Cougars have played some suffocating defense here so far as of late. As Miles find Cook running with it. He'll find number 8, that's Wimangia. As the Cougars playing some excellent defense here. It'll be off the hands of Morgan. Morgan trying to fight for it, as he'll shove down his defender. As he'll shove D'Amico down to the ground, as the flag will be thrown. So D'Amico will come off now. As it looks like it'll be a substitution here as Peterson will come back onto the field. Miles. Finds Randall. As a shot is taken on Eisenhower, and that goal is scored by Hiram College. So Hiram making a little bit of a comeback here thanks to the goal scored by Mengia. So the Cougars getting a little too far spread out here on defense as Hiram has now started a 2-goal comeback. That goal was scored by Will Mengia, assisted by Kellen Wetz. His 8th goal of the season. As the Cougars have taken 10 shots on goal so far this season. As that one is picked up by Haddock. Haddock will run with it. As the Cougars trying to fight for it. As that one is as Perry tried to pick that one up. As it'll go out of bounds here and it'll be off the hands of Havoc. Sorry, it'll be off the hands of Green. It'll be a turnover here caused by the Cougars. As Hiram finally gets something going here on offense. As the Terriers trying to mount a comeback here as the Cougars have really gotten it going. As they'll try to fight for the ground ball right behind the net. As a little bit of physical play here behind the net. A little couple of shoves down on the ground. As a shot will be taken wide. It'll be off the hands of Eisenhower. As Eisenhower makes a save. As that shot goes way downfield. It will be ending up in the hands of number 32 for the Terriers. That's Ethan Batong. Batong trying to run with it. As he'll pass it off. So that'll go down as a turnover off the hands of Robbie Eisenhower. 9:48 left to go here in the second period. As Hiram looks to run with it. Hiram trying to find some space behind the net, trying to get another shot on Eisenhower. As another shot is taken, but it'll be off the helmet of number 88. That's Harrison Bartle. As that one was a loud sound up here. As the Terriers try to get something moving here, as the Cougars have switched up their defense a little bit. As it'll be off the hands of number 8 and in possession of number 8. That's Will Mengia. As a flag will be thrown here, and a shot will be taken on net. And it'll be a possession arrow in favor of Hiram. But it looks like we have a man down on the ground. So we'll step away here on the Averett Sports Network for just a second for the injury timeout. As we'll pick up play here on the Averett Sports Network after that injury timeout. As Terriers will move it around here. As the Cougars look to get a little more defense going, as that shot was taken off of Eisenhower. As the Terriers find the rebound. Another shot taken off the stick of the Cougars. Looks like it'll be number 55 with the good defense. That's Corey Havoc. As that shot was broken up by Havoc. $7:59 left to go here in the second period. As that one goes off the stick of number 24, Mickey Morgan. As that one will go out of bounds. And the Cougars will have it here. As a pass will go way downfield, and a bounce pass will end up in the hands of number 32. That's Ethan Batong. As the Terriers will come back off the turnover by the Cougars. 7:26 left to go here in the second period. As that shot was taken way off the post. As that one goes off the post but goes back, and a second chance opportunity shot goes in for number 7, Jacob Berry, as Eisenhower allows his third goal of the day. And the Cougars call a timeout as Coach Havoc now wants to talk it over. As we'll take a break here on the Averett Sports Network. And we'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be back here with the continuation of play. As we'll come out of the timeout here off the goal scored by Hiram. So Hiram now is mounting a little bit of a comeback. Only now being down by 2 goals by a score of 5-3 with 7 minutes left to go here in the half. As it'll be Green here to start out the faceoff for the Cougars, but picked up by Hiram. So that faceoff was won by Hiram. As it'll be won by Remy DeSmith. As a shot taken on Eisenhower, scored by, looks like it'll be scored by number 24, that's Mickey Morgan. A quick goal off the hands of Morgan. As Eisenhower allows 4 straight goals here to start the second period. as that one was assisted by Kellen Wetz. That's Mickey Morgan's 4th goal of the season. So Hiram now only down by 1 goal, as this period has belonged solely to Hiram and solely belonged to the Terriers. As that faceoff is won by Hiram. Morgan moving around here. Morgan with another shot on Eisenhower, but this time it's saved by Eisenhower. As an excellent shot goes off the hands of and off the body of Eisenhower. As the Cougars will look to get their first possession. As that one goes way out of bounds out of the net of Eisenhower. As Eisenhower will turn it over again. It'll be his 3rd turnover within 4 minutes. As the Terriers looking for a way in here. Looking to tie it up. As they'll find some space. Ball goes behind the net. Over to Morgan, who picks up number 8, Will Mingia. Mingia moves in on net. Mingia will move in on the crease, and he'll put it in the back of the net. Will Mingia ties it up here for the Terriers, here at Averett, as Eisenhower allows the 5th goal of this half, as we now have an all brand new match here here at Daly Field here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. As Robbie Eisenhower has allowed 5 straight goals here so far this half. So now the Cougars have some work to do to be able to get the lead back now that Hiram has come all the way back here to tie it. As the Cougars will fight for it. As the Terriers will pick it up, as the Cougars will knock it out. Someone trying to pick it up. As the Cougars have successfully picked up that one, and the Cougars will run with it, though a couple of flags will fly here. As the shot will be taken on net and saved by the Hiram goaltender. That's Aiden Griffin with the save. As we'll check on the flag there with 4:49 left to go here in the second half, here in the first half. As that shot was taken by Devin Perry. Referee's talking it over. It'll be Averett possession, as Coleman will find Shattuck running on the top of the crease, top of the key here, as Wood will take his first shot of the day. It'll be saved by the Hiram goaltender. So 2 straight saves here by Aiden Griffin. There'll be so that penalty, by the way, here, folks, was a 1-minute penalty, extra man opportunity here for the Cougars for slashing. So looks like we'll have a timeout here, as we'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be right back here right out of the timeout. back here out of the timeout. A timeout that was called by, looks like Hiram. As the Cougars have yet to score a goal here in the period, as it will be Hiram possession. As it will be Randall to control the offense here, as that'll be as number 55 for the Cougars as Havoc will knock down someone here for Hiram for the Terriers. As Hiram will look to move it around here with 4:08 left to go here in the half. 3:24 actually left to go. The Terriers trying to find something as that shot goes way wide of Eisenhower. As that shot was taken by Randall. .309 left to go here in the second half as another shot will be taken wide of Eisenhower. So Eisenhower looking to get the Cougar offense going here. It'll be a shot clock violation here in part of the Terriers. So Coleman here on the other end gets downfield quickly. Coleman finds Wood behind the net, finds Dean on the near side. Over to Holbert. Finds Boyd running on the top of the key. As it was knocked out of Boyd's net, and it'll be picked up again here by Boyd. So he almost turned it over, finds Dean, finds Holbert, and Holbert's shot is no good. Though as Holbert will get it back, so he'll get a second chance opportunity. As that first shot was taken by, or saved by Griffin. So Wood will find Holbert on the near side. Find Dean, it'll bounce off his stick. Finds Coleman running over to Boyd. Boyd who's hit from behind. Boyd takes a shot, it'll be off the foot of Griffin. And a ground ball still loose. And it'll be picked up here by the Terriers. And Conway will run with it. It'll be knocked out of the net of Conway. As the Cougars and the Terriers are fighting for it. On the ground are the Cougars. As Coleman was unsuccessful there on the ground. A little bit of physical play here. The shot is taken by number 13. That's Joey Cox as he's able to get it in between the legs of Eisenhower as the Terriers now have their first lead of the day. With 1:06 left to go here in the first half, the Terriers have now taken a 6-5 lead here at Dealey Field. Sorry, that goal was scored by number 19, Tyler Woke. Sorry, Gabe Weiford. And that's it. That was Weiford's very first shot and goal scored of the season. As two quick back-to-back goals scored here towards the end of the first half. Another face-off won by the Terriers and another quick goal scored by Mickey Morgan. as Hiram is now taking a 7-5 two-goal lead here over the Cougars. So the Cougars now in a 2-goal deficit, in a 2-goal hole, I should say. As the Cougars looking to win a face-off as it's picked up, won by Shattuck, trying to pick it up. As it'll be last touch here by Perry. There'll be a face-off violation. As the Terriers looking for their third straight goal within 4 or 5 minutes, as that one is thrown way downfield as Perry trying to pick it up. As they'll go out of bounds. As that ground ball was picked up by D'Amico, and we'll have a timeout here as we'll take it with them with 17 seconds left to go here in the half. We're going to take it with them here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be right back here with the last part of the second half, or the first half. Last seconds here of the first half. The shot is taken and goes off the post. Goes way wide. And bounces high and goes out of bounds. As the pass goes way downfield. As they go over the head of Eisenhower, and the whistle will blow as we'll come to halftime here on the Averett Sports Network here at Daly Field, with the Cougars down by 2 goals. Their score at the half being 7-5 in favor of Hiram College. So we'll go to the break here for halftime here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be back here with the start of the second half here in just a bit. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network here from Daly Field here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Starting the third period here between the Cougars and the Terriers, as the Terriers in the second half blasted off for a 7-goal period to take the lead here over the Cougars, who scored all 5 of their goals just in the first period. So the Terriers will take over here, though, as it's picked up by the Cougars. And number 55 here for the Cougars, that's Corey Havoc. As Havoc will pick up the turnover off of Isaac Gray. So Boyd will find a running Holbert inside. Boyd takes a shot, and it's off the goaltender, and it's off Griffin. As Holbert will move it over around here to Boyd. Find Gallegos moving around the net, over to Wood. Over to Dean, finds Holbert. Back over to Boyd. Boyd will run in, and he's met and blocked out. He'll find Dean. He'll find Holbert. Holbert on the near side. Finds Wood under behind the net. Finds number 21. That's Tyler Havoc. As Wood will take over here. That shot was by Holbert. That one went high. Holbert over to Gallegos. Shot clock winding down here. Another shot taken that goes wide by Wood. As that one goes wide right. As Holbert will pick it up. Holbert's hit. As it's now picked up by Havoc. He'll find Gallegos running behind the net. As that'll be an illegal substitution here by Averett. So it'll be turnover. It'll be turnover on the Cougars. As Hiram will take over. As that one was a turnover on Hiram, then it'll be taken over by Averett. As a little bit of fancy play here, Gallegos not quite able to hold on as he had it right in his net, but he loses it as he's in the motion of taking the shot. So Hiram will take over here on offense. Hiram finds a running Wetz. As he'll get it going for Hiram, as that shot is taken, it bounces over Eisenhower, and that one goes out. As there will be an injury timeout. It looks like we have a player down on the field, so we're going to step aside here for the injury timeout, and we'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network after the conclusion of the timeout. So back here on the Averett Sports Network, it looks like the injured player is number 9, Jack Cook, who went down after that shot. So he'll take a seat here for the Terriers. As a shot is taken here on Eisenhower, as that one is saved by Eisenhower with his net. So Eisenhower makes a great save and keeps the Terriers out from the inside of the net, and the Cougars will run with it. As Bartle tried to hold on, but that one went out off the stick of Bartle. So he'll turn it over. As that ground ball was picked up by Matthew Clark. So the Terriers will take back over here on offense. So the Terriers running down the clock here a little bit with 11 minutes, a little over 10 minutes left to go here in the third period. As a shot is taken on the spin move, but it goes into the side of the net. So it'll be picked up by Eisenhower and off to number 4, D'Amico, as Bartle will run with it and will get it moving for the Cougars. As Dean will find it here on the far side of the field. Running with it is Boyd. Boyd with a little bit of a fake out. Boyd finds Gallegos running. Gallegos, well defended as he's hit from behind by, looks like number 16 for the, that's Nathan Levine. As a shot is taken by Coleman, as Coleman's shot goes wide. As Wood will find Coleman on the inside. Pass it back out. Back to Dean, over to Boyd. A running Gallegos as Gallegos scores off the pass. A pretty pass from Connor Boyd ends up in the net of Gabe Gallegos as Gallegos puts in his next goal for the Cougars. As a running goal by the Cougars, by Gabe Gallegos, cuts the Terrier lead to just 1 with 9:11 left to go here in the third period. It's only 7-6 in favor of Hiram, as that faceoff is kicked downfield into Cougar territory. As they'll be picked up here by number 9 for the Cougars. That's Matthew Clark. As the Cougars will pick it up, it'll be Holbert to run with it. As Coleman comes across the halfway point. As Coleman now will run with it. Coleman, as the Cougars hit from behind, that's Gabe Gallegos, as Gallegos is hit hard from behind. As a shot goes wide. That shot was taken by Dean for Averett. As Holbert finds it on the top. Holbert moves inside. Finds Wood behind the net. Kicks it back out as a pass goes way wide. as it'll stay with the Cougars. As Dean will pick it up here as he'll find it over to Coleman. Coleman will run with it. Coleman finds Wood behind the net. Pass goes over to Dean. Dean can't quite find it as Hiram will take over here on offense. As the Cougars trying to pick it up. As both teams hitting each other with their sticks. Trying to find some offense as Averett takes over. As that'll be a turnover by Hiram. So Gabe Gallegos will find it here on the near side. As Boyd runs into the crease. Boyd with a little bit of a dipsy-do behind the back. As it'll be Hiram here to take over. As if that shot had stayed a little downward, that shot would have gone in. As that'll be a turnover off the hands of Emmett Wood. .658 left to go here in the third period. The Terriers will move it around. Terriers trying to find some space, trying to find anything. The Cougars have really picked it up here on defense. As that one will be off the crossbar of the goal. And it'll stay here with Hiram. .60 seconds will be put onto the shot clock. Hiram moves around with it. Trying to get a shot in. As a nice shot is taken, but it'll be off the body of Robbie Eisenhower. That shot was taken by Wilman G, and it'll be saved by Robbie Eisenhower. Just over 6 minutes left to go here in the third period. As Eisenhower will find Perry downfield. Perry's pass will go way downfield to Wood. As the clear is good by Averett. So Coleman will find it. Coleman over to Dean. Finds Boyd. Boyd runs in. Finds Tyler Havoc. 29 seconds left to go on the shot clock, so the Cougars have plenty of time to find a pass here. As that one goes out of bounds. And the Terriers will take over. So Griffin will throw it way downfield. So some substitutions here coming in here for both teams. So the offense now, it belongs to Averett. Shattuck finds Holbert at the top. Shattuck moves over to Holbert. Over to Wood behind the net. Finds Dean at the top. Back to the top, Boyd goes. Boyd trying to move in on the Terrier defense. Tried to find a pass over to Cameron Shattuck, but is unable to find the pass. So Boyd turns it over. With the Cougars still down by a goal, by a score of 7-6. I will say this is the tightest game that has happened here in 5 games. As that shot is no good off the hands of Cook, as Cook comes back in here for the Terriers. Glad to see that he's okay. Though the Cougars still down by a goal, as they need to get something to tie it up, as the Terriers will take over. As Randall will start out here on offense for the Terriers. Randall moving around on the far side. As he's tripped up, but a shot goes in. As a flag is thrown, we'll check on the flag to see whether the goal will stand. As it looks like the goal will stand, so it'll be a goal for number. Looks like it'll be a goal for number 9. That's Jack Cook. Sorry, there was a goal by Wilman Gia. Sorry, that's number 8, Wilman Gia. So Mangia gets another goal. Gets goal number 10 for him on the season. As the Terriers now take a 2-goal lead here towards the end of the third period. 2 goals is all that's standing in between a tie game here for Averett. As the coach for the Cougars is screaming, timeout, timeout, timeout. So clearly there was a timeout called. So there will be a timeout call here on the Averett Sports Network. Well, sorry, it was a timeout call by the coach for Hiram. So we're going to take it with them here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be back in just a minute. .250 left to go here in the third period between the Cougars and the Terriers. As the Cougars look to get a stop here on defense. As the Terriers have now taken a 2-goal lead over the Cougars here on Daly Field. So Randall will move it around as he's defended well by Pasquale Roman. As that shot is thrown away by the Terriers. As that one will go out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover on the Terriers. And we'll go back the other way. As Gallegos will be the one here to start it out here for the Cougars. As he'll find Coleman, who gets it over to Boyd. 2:10 left to go here in the third period. As the Cougars will move it around here behind the net. Coleman finds Boyd. Finds a running Shattuck on the far side. Shattuck gets over to Dean. Finds Coleman. That shot is ticking, but it goes wide by Connor Boyd. As it went wide left, but the Cougars will retain their offense here as Emmett Wood will get it over to Cameron Shattuck. Shattuck gets over to Coleman, finds Boyd, kicks it over to Gallegos, over to Wood, who circles it around to Shattuck. Shattuck finds Coleman running with it, over to Gallegos. Finds Wood, back over to Dean, over to Shattuck. Shattuck, over to Coleman. Shot clock winding down, 8 seconds left to go. Shattuck has to do something with it. Shot taken off the foot. As there'll be a shot clock violation as that one goes off the foot of a Terrier. And it'll be a turnover on the Cougars. As Hiram turns it over. Well, no, that won't be a turnover because they will retain possession. And a little back and forth play ends up with the ball in the net of Devin Perry. As it'll be number 8 for the Cougars. That's Braden Smokovitz. As it'll be Wood to move it over. He'll pick it up. That turnover was off the hands of Nathan Levine, by the way, for the Terriers. As a big hit on Boyd. And we'll come to the end of the third period. Your score is 8-6 in favor of Hiram. We're going to take a break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll come back for the fourth and final period of this one between the Averett University Cougars and the visiting Hiram College Terriers. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a bit. Fourth and final period of play here at Daly Field. as looks like it'll be Corey Havoc to have the face-off against number 2 for... So number 3 for the... So number 12. That's number 12 for the Terriers. That's Remy DeSmith. As a shot is taken on goal by DeSmith, and that'll go way wide. As Hiram will retain possession here. As the pass is thrown by number 8. That's Will Mingia. As it's yet to be picked up, but now it's picked up by Eisenhower. Still on the ground. Picked up by the Terriers as the shot is thrown on goal by Cook. But goes way over the head of Eisenhower. So good defense here from the Cougars. Keeps the Terriers here with 32 seconds left to go on the shot clock to work with. 14:03 left to go here in the game. As Miles moves around with it. Finds Mingia. Morgan is knocked down as D'Amico will pick it up here for the Cougars. The Cougars will have some space as that clear was good for the Cougars. As it'll be Dean here to start out here for on the possession here for the Cougars. As Coleman will find Dean. Dean had a little bit of room inside to work with, but backs out. He'll find Wood, who kicks it back over to Dean. Finds Coleman. Over to Holbert. Holbert will run with it. Holbert trying to find some space. Holbert will throw a shot on goal, and it's saved by Griffin. And Griffin's pass goes off the hands of his teammate. So Wood will pick it up here for the Cougars. So it'll be a turnover here on the off the hands of Batong. As Holbert will find it off the hands of Boyd. As Boyd will throw it off the post. No good on the shot of Boyd. As Coleman will pick it up here for the Cougars. As Boyd is knocked down. So Boyd will come out as well as Holbert. So Hiram will come up with it. As Eisenhower picks it up. Eisenhower's pass goes way downfield. And it's into the arms of a Cougar. Though it's thrown out of the hands of Gallegos and right back into the net of Griffin as he now controls it here for Hiram. 11:44 left to go here in the fourth. As it's thrown over the head of number 20, Angel Pascal Roman. As Hiram looks to expand their lead here. As a shot was thought was taken by Mingia, though it's knocked away by the Cougars. And it's way downfield. Here come the Cougars running with it. 70 left to go on the shot clock here, so plenty of time for the to work with for the Cougars. As the pass was thrown by Wood, and it's picked up. As the ref will throw it, will whistle it dead. And it'll be a Cougar turnover here, so it'll be Hiram possession. As Baton will start out here on offense here for Hiram. As Miles will throw over the head of his teammate, so it will be picked up here by the Cougars, and a big bounce pass goes way downfield to Dean, as he'll pick it up luckily and stay out of trouble and stay away from a turnover, as the Cougars have now cleared it. 10:06 left to go here on the clock. As it has been a kind of a cloudy day here all day here at Daly Field. Great day, a little bit kind of warm here today here for a home game here for the Cougars. The shot is taken by Connor Boyd, as a big save here by Griffin. Gets into the hands of Wood as he throws it away, as it'll go over the head of Griffin. So the Cougars with two straight shots here. Go out of bounds, so Hiram will pick it up here, as we have now moved to under 10 minutes left to go. So the Cougars must get something going here if they want to be able to get back into this game at all before time runs out. Hiram moving it around here now, as they'll try to move in with it. Moving in is number 8. That's Mangia. Mangia's shot goes off of Eisenhower, so a great save by Eisenhower. Finds the net of long stickman, number 18. That's Casey Peterson, as the Cougars will run with it. As the shot goes off the post by Wood. As it's picked up by Dean, though, so the Cougars will retain possession. Gavin Dean moving in with it, finds Wood. Wood's shot goes off the post, so a couple of really great shots inside the crease by the Cougars have gone off the post, so a little bit of bad luck here this half for the Cougars. Wood finds some space, gets over to Dean. Finds Gallegos behind the net, as Gallegos has trouble with it, as he'll turn it over. $7:51 left to go here in the fourth quarter. All that stands in between Hiram College and their first win of the season. As a shot is taken on Eisenhower, a big block by Eisenhower keeps the ball out of the back of the net. Great shot there, great save there by Eisenhower. Keeps the deficit right where it is. As a long pass goes down the field, a big pass, as Wood tried to come up with it, but could not save it inbounds. As it'll be a turnover here on Hiram. So the Cougars will pick it up here, and it'll be number 20, Angel Pascal Roman. As Perry will find it, he'll get back on defense. So Wood will take over here, gets over to Boyd. Finds Gallegos behind the net. Gallegos gets it over to Holbert on the far side. Finds Shattuck. Finds Coleman on the top. Finds Boyd. Back to Coleman. Coleman will run in. Tries to find Boyd. But a pass goes wide. Finds Coleman back on the top. Finds Holbert. 28 seconds left to work with on the shot clock. The Cougars have to get something going. As the shot is taken on the goal on Griffin by Holbert, but it's blocked by Griffin. As a pass now goes way downfield. 5:57 left to go here in the game. As Hiram tries to at least find one more goal here before the end of it. As the Terriers will move it around here. As they'll look to run the clock down as the pass is intercepted though. Pass is picked up by D'Amico. As he'll throw it way downfield for Perry, but overthrows Perry. So Hiram will pick it back up. As the coach for Hiram wants to talk it over, so he'll take a timeout, and we'll move to a timeout here with 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth period. We're going to go to a break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be back in just a minute. Back here on the Averett Sports Network. Last 5 minutes of this one here with the Cougars still down by 2 goals by a score of 8-6 with no one really scoring since the third period. As Hiram will move it around here. As Hiram tries to get it in with the crease. The shot will be taken on Eisenhower by number 11. That's Connor Randall, as it's a great save by Eisenhower. So the Cougars, with a little bit of time here to try to mount a comeback to get this game tied up here as of late, with it now being under 5 minutes left to go. Coleman tried to find Gallegos in the middle. Finds Boyd with the ball in his net. Finds Holbert out up top. Shattuck will run with him with it. He'll lose it for a second, but get it back. Gets it over to his teammate. As that one goes in that one goes into the middle off of Gallegos. But the Terriers save a goal there as it comes down to the last 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. As that one goes way downfield and goes out of bounds. So the Cougars need to get something going here if they want to tie it up before the end of this one. Under 3 minutes left to go here now. As Coleman's, the pass to Coleman gets picked up by Wood. Finds Coleman back on the top. Finds Shattuck. Shattuck's shot is saved by Griffin. Shattuck, as Griffin saves and yet another goal from going in. Just over 2 minutes left to go here now in this one here at Daly Field. As that clear was good by the Terriers. As the Cougars try to press. As that one is knocked out of the net of Mingia. As it's getting to the net of Eisenhower. Perry runs with it. Perry downfield. Perry will move it over to Boyd. The timeout now will be called by Coach Habig for Averett. So we'll take it with them here on the Averett Sports Network as it moves into the last about a minute and 40 seconds left to go here at Daly Field. We're going to step aside here for just a second, but we'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a minute. Last minute and 45 seconds left to go here for Averett. Being down by still 2 goals. As Shattuck will find it on the far side. Kicks over to Boyd. With Wood behind the net. With Havoc behind the net. Over to Wood. As a shot goes off of Griffin by Havoc. Havoc is not able to get that one into the goal behind Griffin. Being in the crease is a hard hit, though, comes off of Boyd. As it's picked up by Griffin. As a flag flies. So Coleman will end up with it in his net as he'll get it over to Shattuck. Last minute and 15 seconds left to go as a shot will be taken, goes way wide by Boyd. By Havoc there. Last minute left to go. As the Cougars move it around. Into the net of Hiram. And this should be it. As they'll move it around. 33 seconds left to go. 27 seconds. As Hiram will play a little bit of keep away here. as Mingia will come up with it, tries to save it from going out of bounds, but is not able to. So 10.1 seconds left to go. That's all that is left for Averett, as it looks like. Yes, that is in fact as Hiram College comes back from a 5-0 deficit in the first half to get their very first win of the season here at Daly Field, as Averett drops this one and moves to 0-6 as they are not able to hang on to a 5-0 lead, as Hiram College comes back to take an 8-6 lead and hang on and to take the win away here from Averett. So they'll move to 1-3 as the Cougars will move to 0-6 with their next matchup here coming again here at home on Wednesday. That is a 5 p.m. face-off time against Marietta College here still at home in Danville, as they have another four-game home stretch coming up again here starting on Wednesday. It'll be Marietta College, then they'll welcome in Lynchburg, then move on to Randolph,